3.
Okay, welcome everybody to Tech Talk. It's a special one tonight. We're set up a little different here tonight. We have our live studio, masses of people.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
They're the diehards, and we only had to bribe them slightly. So thank you for participating in this. I am Service Manager Derek. With me, as always, except he's moved position, is
Phil.
and
Chris.
and
The voice.
the voice, who you would not currently recognize. Are you going to be in the camera shot?
No.
Oh, yeah, we've got to get a camera.
Absolutely
shot.
not.
Nobody wants to see that.
He's got a little bit of a Unabomber vibe going at the moment.
We'll put a picture of Farva up in the...
Yeah, it's Farva.
I mean, I can mimic him just a little bit.
Oh, you do have it. That's a good look. Well, we love it.
Yeah, perfect.
You've brought joy to all of our lives.
It's been a good week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hazing and such. So thank you for that. So we're doing a little bit of a friends and family kind of gathering this evening, and some of our hog members have joined us, and some customers have been here tonight. We're having a good time. We're going to start with our questions and comments. I'm going to pick these off, starting with someone has been, I think. What do you call it?
They're not. He's been sniping us.
It's harassing us, heckling.
I don't know what it's called.
Well,
on
the internet.
What
Young people. What does it do on the internet when you're trolling?
Trolling.
We're being trolled. Thank you, young people, for telling me what that means. Let me put my old people glasses on. This person. First question from them, and I'm sure this is a very serious question. Does a Harley go faster the more chrome skulls that you glue on it? Comment.
100% it does.
Comment.
More horsepower. Baby.
Okay, so there's your answer. Yes, they go faster with more chrome skulls.
Are they Willie G skulls?
All skulls.
Well, if they're Willie G skulls, then they're $300. So that's how that works.
300%
So if they're Amazon, they're $19.99, and they fall off after you go over 20 miles an hour. His next question is, can I call myself a biker if I don't any shirts with flames on the sleeves? Phil, you want to answer? Oh, these aren't flames.
Oh, no, the Eagles.
They are eagles. So, cacaw.
Are the flames his tattoos?
That's a good question. If you don't get the fake biker sleeves with flames on it, you're not a real biker. You want to go with that one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with that one. So this person's already picked on chrome, already picked on flames, and then he follows up with this, and this sounds like a bit of a nostalgic trip, so this is kind of nice.
Sounds like he's bragging.
Yeah, he rode to Sturgis in 2002. Oh, he's special. And rode with his dad. That was nice. Went to Denver, spent a week bouncing in the Black Hills. 2 weeks later, he shipped out to the Navy boot camp, so thank you for your service. Aren't you a Navy guy?
I'm a Navy guy.
Okay, so you care that this guy's a Navy guy too?
Not at all.
Okay, there we go. So that's coming from an actual Navy person. Needless to say, Sturgis holds a special place in my memory banks. Good conversation. He must be talking about the conversation we had about rallies, which you said pretty much we don't know anything about.
Probably not.
You know more than we do, but appreciate that. You guys are the best. Aw.
We are.
We are the best.
All right.
Thank you.
And even though you're ignoring my question, so I call bullshit. I call crap because we're now covering your questions. We film this once a month, and it takes us a minute to get to your questions. So if you're going to ask the questions, it takes us a minute to get to it.
Do we know this guy?
Yes.
I
Yes.
actually do know this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so
We may have worked with this man for
the
a while.
mistake I made is letting people I know that we do this, so they bombard us with things. You'll get to personally blast him on Sunday when we're at the race.
In fact, he'll be in town.
Yeah, he'll be in town. So when he watches this, he'll know we're talking about him. And I already gave him crap for not being here tonight because
Is he in town?
No, he is out of town and he's coming into town, and he should have been here this evening so he could be amongst the audience.
He could have been a special guest, but
He
he
could
didn't
have
want
been a
to. He didn't
special
want
guest.
to nut up and come in.
But we're going to be best friends on Sunday. Because we were in the Navy together.
You will be.
So there's your answer, Seth. So there you go.
I think I was in 7th grade in 2002.
Yeah, 2002. That predates Harley for me a little bit.
I was
went to boot camp.
I was already very much an
No,
adult.
I was high school.
You were a grown up. Well, you're
I
the
was
old
grown
guy
up.
on the panel.
I am the old man.
And as all our young viewers out here can admit, you're the old guy.
I am. I'm the old man in the shop.
And they're not speaking up and saying a word, are they? Jack, can you hear me? If you can't hear because he's not mic'd, Jack said, huh. So, yes, perfect. Okay, so speaking of audio, tonight we're going to discuss this box in front of me, stereo upgrades, which is near and dear to my heart. Not really, but that's okay. We want to talk a little bit of audio upgrades.
I like a good stereo.
You like a good stereo? Okay, tell me about some good stereo. Chris.
I like a good stereo. My wife is very much an audiophile. She likes a good sound system.
Okay.
My bagger has a rocker system on it that was there when I bought it. But,
ROKKER rocker?
Yes.
Okay.
Available in drag specialties. But it sounds great to me. I can hear it at, we'll say, the speed limit.
You can hear it over that super obnoxious exhaust system you have?
The exhaust is a little
loud, yes. But
yes, I can hear it over
all
the
right, well, that's
exhaust.
good.
And the wind.
You got thoughts on audio systems?
Audio systems, none of my bikes really have any audio systems except for my helmet. And I'm running a really old style, so do I really like it? Not necessarily. Could I upgrade? Absolutely. Will I? In the future.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not important. I'm more focused on the riding and the thoughts in my head more than...
That's terrifying.
Yes.
I did install a Stage 3 system on a new CVO recently.
Oh, okay.
And it gave it significantly more bass.
What does that consist of?
6x9s in the rear, and the Stage 2 speakers in the fairing,
And the amp?
and another amp.
And it did have some nice boom to
It significantly
increased.
for a saddlebag speaker.
Yeah, a bolt-in
And
system.
no subwoofer, just a bolt-in system.
That's weather resistant.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the sound system on your KZ?
Straight pipe.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
the-
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a Bluetooth system
Oh,
in
there
there
is.
that is...
It does have
It does have a speaker.
It has
vibrates.
speakers.
It's like
Yeah.
from Amazon. You just
Yeah, 6x9.
Okay, on a later episode, you're going to get to see the, what do we call it?
KZ.
No, it's got a name.
Furiosa.
You get to see Furiosa in all of its horrible glory.
In her
Yeah,
lovely
I'm with
glory.
you, Phil. I used to have, on my touring bikes, I'd have stereos, and I've recently converted to the helmet Cardo system with the Rockfords, which we will talk about helmets on an episode 2 away.
two or three way.
You're going to go on a journey with us as we do a travel, and the voice and the production crew assure me that the equipment will be ready.
Pristine.
Because if you haven't noticed, we're back to these gigantic microphones.
Speaking of audio.
Because somebody was testing our
I was trying to make nice
lapel mics,
Yeah.
and
Might have blown them up.
and they
Blow 'em
popped.
up.
So we're back to these, but we're going to have those for that, and we're going
Yes.
to talk gear and helmets on that trip.
Going on a road trip. We're doing a little
Taking
road
you
trip
with us. We're taking Tech Talk on the road, so you'll get to see us in all our campfire glory, probably exhausted and maybe.
Try and get some decent footage out there while we're riding.
That's the idea, and it will be Pan Am heavy.
It's going to be very Pan Am heavy because they'll be almost all Pan Am.
But there's 2 road glides.
2 road glides. That's all right.
So, but back to what we were talking about in the helmets, with the speakers in the helmets.
The Rockford upgrade and for the Cardos,
Yeah,
it's nice. It's a very good sound because I got that.
I agree.
Yeah.
The Cardos I got came with the JBL, which are a nice upgrade. But man, when I put the Rockfords in, it was like, all of a sudden I had bass. It worked well. I can talk on the phone, which you should do when you're riding a bike, but I do anyway. And then hearing the audio, it's a really good sound. And then we found out, because he and I linked on our Cardos, because, we don't do anything unless we're doing it together.
Right.
When we get near each other with the helmets, they just connect, and all of a sudden he was talking to me in my head without even hitting the button, which is really nice and also really annoying.
I believe our old Cenas did the same thing.
I never could get my Cena to work right.
Yeah, well, that
It's not the fault of the Cena. I was just way too lazy to try to figure it out.
instructions.
Yeah, I don't want to read.
pictures weren't good.
There's too much reading going on there. I just wanted to get it done. Audience, have you guys had experience with the headset stuff? Do you all use any of those? You do. What do you use, Lou?
We have both Cardo and Cena.
You've had Cardo and Cena. Have
you
you
have a
noticed
preference?
a difference between the two?
No, they're both the same.
They're both the same.
Ease of use
There
is
you
the
go.
same.
He was on her bike, I was on mine. You go over the little hill, if you're 100 feet away, you don't hear each other.
We do notice line of sight is important.
Yeah.
Because, I lost him going around the building, but then picked him back up when I got on the overpass because line of sight was there. So that is important on these, apparently. So did you do Cardo to Cena overlap, or were you always the same brand?
Same brand.
Same brand. Because that's something I want to try, because the Cardos now will Bluetooth to the Cenas, apparently. So we're going to try that out, too.
I was going to say,
Jeremy said it's a little difficult, but it can be done.
Okay, we're going to try, because I've still got my Cena helmet, and I'm going to try to program
When
that.
he's Cena, so we'll find out on this trip.
See. So if we don't talk to you,
That's
we'll
fine.
blame you.
It's because we don't like you.
Yeah, I'll be quiet in
Chances
my own
are I
little
just
world.
don't want to talk to you.
I was gonna say a lot of systems, especially back in the day, I'm sure it's the same now too. They have their Bluetooth setups and then they have their mesh setups, and the mesh setups are actually what work the best.
Yeah.
When you're in a large group because it
But
will.
Cena can do the mesh as well.
Yeah, they just won't mesh together.
But we tried on the Cena app, and man, I don't know what problems.
I think it was a lot of operator errors.
There's
no
no
question.
Because that's how you leave
Because we
the,
went
like,
on the whole
7
Big
miles
Ben
away
run and
thing
didn't
is
get
when
them
you
to
have-
connect until the last 20
Yeah, well, you
miles.
need to connect from bike to bike
Yeah,
to bike to bike.
we were a mess. So the Cardos have been very easy for novice to use. So I will back it on that.
And I like the Rolly hand volume control.
Yeah, that's been nice. But back to what we were talking about, like what's in front of me. This is actually anybody that's on a lowrider ST out there. That's the soft tail that has the fairing on it now. This is the bolt-in system you can put in that has the Bluetooth. Is a Bluetooth module.
Bluetooth.
Have you put one? You both put one of these in, right?
Yep.
And sound quality.
He's putting this one in next week, but yeah.
I thought this is a customer's.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, customer.
I thought it sounded great, considering the size of the speakers and everything. It sounded really well.
Okay.
It's nice and loud, and of course, you know, the first thing that a technician likes to do after they've installed the radio is to make sure it works
As loud
and
as
as loud as
possible.
possible. So these actually, I mean, you can hear it one end of the shop clear as day.
Really?
It's a really good system.
When I test rode mine, the one I did, it had exhaust on it, full exhaust system on it, and it still was.
No kidding. Is the
I'm excited
module
'cause-
built in this, or you got to add the
No,
module?
it's
Everything's
all there.
built
You just
in.
Plug and play. You
Plug
just
and play,
Bluetooth
ready
to your
to go.
phone.
So you'll just be able, you can find it with your search?
Yep.
Oh, right on. I have not used one of these. I've seen them on bikes, but not actually played with
I'm
it. It is
pretty
Rockford
sure I'm going to do a
Fosby.
stage 2 with that, so we'll see how it really.
What are you putting this in?
This is ST.
And that's
You got an ST?
no, not me.
The
customer is doing
okay,
a
so
stage.
Stage 2
Stage two
handlebar.
as well.
I got you.
Everything. It's a big.
And then the stage 3, which we have down there for the new bagger. Can't see it. Which, again, I know it's a Harley commercial, but as you can see, we're in a Harley dealer. It's what we do. The stage 3 system for the new street glides and road glides is your stage 2 fronts, and then your stage 3 6x9s rear with the amplifier and the color matched lids, which I do recommend the color matched lids from Harley. If for no other reason rather than cutting them out, they remain weather resistant if you get the lids from Harley.
Right.
Which we've done the cutouts. I know they're more economical.
And Rockford Fosby, they make a good template.
They
so
do.
It's not.
The job is not too bad, but
They're-
water.
They're not.
They're not as
Water
You've seen the pools in the saddlebags.
they're not as water resistant.
They're not. So,
At all.
you know, Harley's at least done their homework on that. So, you know, ponying up a little bit for the Harley
Color match.
color match saddlebags that fit those 6x9s, it's worth the little extra to get them.
Maybe you can reimburse yourself a little bit and sell the old lids.
Gotcha. So, I know there's a lot of custom systems out there. We don't do a lot of those here. I've heard some amazing ones. I'm always nervous about the rain.
Anytime I
about
see
the
a
weather.
subwoofer and a saddlebag, I want to shoot.
That's what gets me is the
Storage,
storage.
lack of capacity. Hear it. They don't sound very well.
Do in a parking lot.
Okay, but you can't hear it
With
when
a
you're
bunch
riding
of
on the road,
vibration.
and they just are heavy.
So just like the giant pizza disc front wheels, it's show bike stuff. It looks nice, but maybe not the most practical thing in the world. That's my opinion.
You lose almost, if not all, your storage in your saddlebag.
Which, if you got a touring bike, that's the point.
Yeah,
I think Rockford Fosgate, they make a subwoofer plug and play for
Well, they
a
make one that
saddlebag.
drops
looks like
in and-
it
It comes in and out.
and
it
that's
comes in and out.
But you
Then
still
get the best of
lose.
both. You do lose, but if you're just bumming around town, you can do that, and then when you want to ride for real, you pull it out.
I do
like that. So
The voice is giving me the finger, so I guess that means what? Yeah, okay. He's not going to say anything. So we've gone on and on about audio. We will discuss another topic next week.
we appreciate. Go
One
ahead.
last thing.
So, is it
I'm
okay,
sorry.
voice?
One
Phil
last
wants to
thing.
say
Yeah,
something.
We good? Okay.
editing.
I would suggest on things not to do. Amazon purchases of sound bars.
We've
to
tried
put
them,
on
we've installed them, we've
Softails.
removed most of
They
them.
move them, or they move, they vibrate, they hit the gas tank, and
Customers get really And- upset.
The Amazon Harley parts not working for you?
nope.
I have
Shocked.
I have not in my career had any luck with the bolt-on speakers on the handlebars, being able to hear them once you get on the highway.
They've been.
Harley or
Even
not.
JBL.
Harley's done away with it.
Yeah,
They don't
but
have
the
them.
ones they used to do. You could.
Yeah, I wasn't a big pod speaker fan.
Okay, that's it.
You get you feel better?
I feel better.
Got it off your
I
chest.
got it off.
The guy that has no stereos on his bikes at all.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that in.
I had to. I install a lot of them.
That's true. And you have stereos on your bike.
And I like my stereo.
So there you go. There's our varying opinions that mean absolutely nothing to you all, but we appreciate you listening to us. So thanks for joining us. We're going to do one more episode from here for next week, and then you will see us on the road in a couple of weeks if the voice can get all of our technology stuff figured out. Thanks
fine.
again, guys.
Bye. See you.